Hey guys, it's Big Bear here with another battle report for Warhammer Fantasy. It's going to be my Tomb Kings versus a Dwarf player, 2500 Battle for the Pass. Here's going to be a couple general pictures of the battlefield, and I wanted to know, with you guys watching my videos lately, do you prefer this front shot like this, or are you going to see a side shot when I do the overview? I do the overview because I myself like to see it before the battle begins. Otherwise, I know where units are, but I don't feel like I know where they are. If you know what I mean. I know it may sound weird, but I mean you can see where in relation they are to other units. But I want to see the whole thing, get the picture in my mind, and then go from there. So let me know what you would prefer to see, and yeah, we'll do my best to do that for you. So on my left flank here, I have a unit of 3 chariots with a musician, my screaming skull catapult that I think I'm about to drop from the list, a carrion which I still at this point did not know were skirmishers because they're flyers, which is a very big deal. So it's something for you guys to think about. And then I also have my archer bunker, my 15-man archers. And now this is the middle of my battle line. I have my hero titan on the very left. Kind of next to my wizard, and also can lend melee support to my skeleton unit if needed. And I also like to keep my constructs next to my necrotech in that unit because he gives them 6 up regen. And while that may not seem like a big deal, it actually is because um, that 6 up has saved more than one wound. And if you're getting units in any game, not just this game, any game that give you a special ability, even minute, try to capitalize on it as much as possible. Don't make it end all be all, but keep that in mind. And I mean, I'm pretty sure later it saves me a bolt thrower shot. So that's a pretty big deal, and makes that 60 points for that necrotech go a lot longer. So, and then with the rest of my battle line, we have the Casket of Souls back there, my Paradise Generator. We have my Sixer Shapti, the musician, the gray guy. And then we have my Colossus double hand weapon. It's probably my favorite model of my army. And then after that, we have the 3 chariots on the right side with the musician in the center. I'm using the chariot units now to just kind of harass on the flanks. They did so well the other game against the Beastman player. I think just kind of harass people, and then when they finally get too close, make them regret it with a 3d6 impact hits. So then here we go. This is my Entomb Beneath the Sands. Let's see if my Necropolis Knights, they're starting to become Never Make It Knights is what I'm starting to call them. But we'll see if they'll make it this battle. And then we got my 2 Tomb Scorpions. So here's his line. He's got a Dwarf Warrior unit, the long beards, great weapons with a BSB Thane in there. He's pretty tough. Organ Gun, a big unit of regular warriors, great weapons. There's a Runesmith in there. I don't think he has a great weapon for some reason. I told my opponent he should change that. But and this is my opponent's first game with Dwarf, so be easy on him. But he's got like 5 war machines. He's got 2 bolt throwers, 2 cannons, and that chariot there aimed straight up in there is a poor man's grudge thrower, and it's upgraded to have mega death, like strength 5 hits and all that reroll and all that good stuff. So he has a unit of rangers that he scouts, and these guys scout 12 inches in front of me because it ended up he had a rune that let him what do you call it? A rune that let him pick who charged him within 20 inches, but then my opponent realized, oh god, that doesn't work on immune psychology. I told him he could change it before, I just, take a different picture, but he was like, now that, the things in there should stick to the ground, so he's going to try to go from there. So here I am with my double charges, passes his terror, passes his fear test, of course, because dwarves are, not scared of anything, and we'll go to regular movement. My chariots move up the flank, and at this point I realize, hey, carrion are skirmishers because they fly. So it's something to remember. In the rulebook it says flying units are skirmishers, so that's a big deal. And fast cav flyers, which are only Bretonians, get a vanguard move. So move up there with both those units, kind of angle my carrion to get a side charge. Move everybody else up here in the middle to get behind that fence because cannons can't puncture through walls. Or obstacles, and then I move my chariots up here to try to threaten those dwarves and make him not want to just run at me, because dwarves are nasty in hand-to-hand, especially with the new rules. The way they actually get a fight. So yeah, I crushed this unit. I got off a couple buff spells, and Big Daddy stomps on some people, and then they're gone. So yeah, so his turn, he just kind of shuffles up, like dwarves do, and then he hits me with the grudge thrower, and this is 17 dead from one grudge thrower shot. Yeah, I have never fought a grudge thrower before. I've even played dwarves, never fielded it, never thought about it, and now I know what all the hype is about. So kudos to you, grudge thrower. Left side here begins my turn. I do some charges, fail, so I just move up my units again, carrying or flying up there, trying to get those war machines. I have the rest of my battle line move up. My archer unit kind of shambles up because I can't march. And my other side here, I move over that fence, and my Never Make It Knights make it, but they mishap and then come on random table edge, and they always do this to me. When they do that, they come on mine. But you know what? Better than dead, so I can deal with that. He kind of shuffles up again. Dwarves being so slow, you don't even want to, as an opponent against dwarves, you don't even want to offer them the charge, because that actually gives dwarves usually way more movement than they can normally march. So stay back from them. He kind of shoots some stuff, and here's another grudge thrower hit. Blam! I think that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 more dead. So this thing's tacking up some kill tallies. My turn. He's getting too aggressive with his dwarves here, and I have my other units. I want to soften those guys up before I end up charging my shout to my giant there. So I slam them in, hoping for some good impact hits. I know he's toughness 4, but hopefully I can drag some down. And then I declare charges over here. My scorpion arrives as well, which is awesome. Right, to threaten those war machines. But to carrying it into that one, I use the 90-degree wheel to swing around to where I can overrun to hit the next one. The hero titan goes straight into him, and my chariots move up here again, hoping to do something, but it doesn't look like they're going to see much action in this battle. So here we go. I move my units up. Again, past the wall because I'm getting ready for the charge. Now that I've committed my chariots, my Necropolis Knights are moving up pretty fast. The speed 7 is really big in Tomb Kings. And yeah, I kill like 4 guys with my chariots and then just get mauled. So I didn't realize that was his awesome unit. I thought it was the other way around looking at it. So I paid for it, but that's what you get. So this is what it looks like after I get destroyedicated and he reforms. So there we go. And then we're going to go to his turn. And see how there's a Shopti? There was 6 there. Now there's 3. That's another grudge thrower hit. So the grudge thrower is just decimating my whole army. If you'd had 2, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have just curled up in a cold shower and cried. But, as it is, this is what I did. Charged my Necropolis Knights and my Colossus. He only got 1 wound left because he's been taking 1,000 bolt thrower shots and cannon hits. And then my Scorpion and Carrion and Hero Titan are just ripping these war machines apart. His opponent, being new to dwarves, he should have had a unit on the other side of those war machines to hold me off. But as I say, he didn't. I just switched reform, got my archers into the building, and moved my Shopti up to threaten that flank in case he does, and my chariots get into a position where they actually can make a charge next turn if he somehow manages to break my skeleton unit there. My skeletons get into the flank of him, of his big large unit with his rune priest on the corner there. And so yeah, that's what it looks like for hand-to-hands done. It might be afterward. Let me see the next picture here. No. Now this is afterwards, sorry. And I get Killing Blow and a couple buffs in there, and I Killing Blow his Rune Lord, which is awesome. So a regular skeleton cuts him apart, and then the rest of my skellies do a ton of damage. On a flank, any unit's tough, but when you get some magical buffs in the skellies, they become beautiful warriors. So, and then I have my other Tomb Scorpion arrive. I tried to put it in front of that unit to redirect it, but as it stands, it went over there, so now it's kind of threatening this flank, and it's a good thing. So, right here, crush his unit. I overrun, and bam, hit his other unit, and we roll to see if game goes on, and it doesn't. It's over that quick for right off the bat. So I know it's a short game, but here's some things you can learn from even the shortest games. Too many war machines is bad. I know dwarf players think they need 12 billion of them, but you gotta maximize. I mean, this edition is about hand to hand, and war machines are great, especially with dwarves because you're waiting and holding back. But you need um, you know, at least like 4 infantry blocks with or armies like dwarves to just hit, and dwarves will hold so you can flank even though they're slow. So other things I learned here is that you need to respect the grudge thrower. Okay, it demands respect, and every time I see one, I'm gonna dump one out for all my homies that that didn't come back to my temple. So um, or my pyramid, I should say. And then the third thing is don't rush your dudes getting in the tower when you're fighting a slow army like dwarves, because or like if you're fighting a rival Tomb King army, because what'll happen is you get control of the tower. If you start in there, he can charge you right off the bat, and blam, you're fighting for the tower. So as it stands, you don't actually have to do that. You can actually uh, just go, hey, I got the tower, nobody's in it. Do some fight, dodge around, get in there, mix it up with them, and then throw your bunker in there, whenever you can. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle report, and I'm gonna have a couple more on the way. So with that being said, I wanted to ask you guys, watching these reports, getting some more subscribers and stuff. Let me know what you want to see. I mean, don't be afraid to tell me what you want, what matchups you want, but what different pictures you want. If you'd rather see solid video rather than pictures, let me know. I'm open to anything. I'm new to this, so let's make this happen to where I'm enjoying my games. No reason you shouldn't enjoy watching them. And thanks again for watching. Please subscribe and comment. All right, thanks again.